Previously, you saw that to get a particular portion of the worksheet, you would apply this method here, get values, and then give the range of the cells. So that, for example, gave us A5 to F5. So that portion. Now it's obvious that one way to get a cell is to just use the same method using the same logic. So for example, this one would be just D5. So D5, we get that. So that would be one way to get the value of a cell. But this way, while it works, you also have to add like an index of 0 to get that inner list, and then another index to get that string inside that list. So that would give you the actual 3 string. Therefore, you might be looking at other ways to get a cell. So get cell using a cell. A cell is another method. So get cell using a cell. Let's say cell 1, cell 2 is worksheet 1.a cell. Again, here you do, for example, D5, and then you have to apply value at the end to extract the actual value. So cell 1, cell 2, let's print them both, and we get 2 same outputs, 3 and 3. Right, so that's another way to get the cell. Now, you can also search for a particular value. For example, let's search for this -10. To do that, you'd use worksheet.find. In quotes, you search for -10. Now, if you print cell 3, be aware that this is a cell object, so it's not very useful perhaps. And if you want to get the coordinates of this, you'd say cell3.row, cell3.col. Run that, and you get 16, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's the number of the column, and 16 is the number of the row here. So it starts from 1. Now there are cases when you want to find all the cells that have a particular value. For example, let's say we want to get all the cells that have -9 as a value. In that case, we want to use another method. Search for many cells. So let's say cells equal to worksheet.findAll. And here you enter the string, so the value that you want to find. And then here you print out the cells variable for now, just to see what we get. And it will be a list of all the cells. So this is the first cell, that's the second one, that's a third one. So 3 cells where -9 was a value. So actually it's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we should have 4 here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you want to get the coordinates of these, of course, you could do something like for cell in cells print cell.row cell.col, run, and you'd get an output that looks like that, the coordinates of your cells. So far we search for exact values. For example, we search for -9, -10, but what if you want to search to match partial strings? Let's say we want to search all the cells which have 99 in their values, which would be all these cells actually. They all have 99. So for that, we need to use a regular expression. For that, we need the ohm import ARE library, which deals with regular expressions, and then let's create a variable, and that is re.compile. So we create a regular expression object first, which gets a string, a row string of 99. And then the cells are equal to worksheet 1.find find all, and as input you don't put the string 99, but that's a regular expression object. So reg, and yeah, let's print out the cells now. That's variable. So run. And these are all the values that have 99 in their body. And that was the last method I wanted to present to you for accessing cells. And that completes this video. Thank you for following. I'll talk to you later.